Okay, we have some very interesting stamps here. I do believe that quite a few of these are considered rare. And this is from Sarawak and Saudi. Old postage stamps. First we'll start with this one here. Just the 15 cents. And we have these two here. Very interesting. A 20 and a 50. Aren't they just lovely? They had to go through the double printing and stuff. One for the frame and one for the portrait. These are very lovely stamps. As you can see, kept in a book like this, they're in good condition. Alright, and we've got one more way over here. Look at this one. Love it. It's so pretty. A 20-cent one. Now we get into the Saudi, and I believe that these two airplane ones here would be considered rare. You have a 10, which is in purple and white, right here. Cool airplane there. And then you have this 2, pretty much in an orange. Orange wasn't used that much for stamps, but this one's an orange. I think you can find them interesting. Okay, and then we have a few other stamps right here. Very interesting. This is kind of like a 5-tan color. And we have one here, a little bit of a pale red. Very interesting stamps. And this one here, pretty much of burgundy. And this is 1/4. The writing goes the other way. The picture goes this way, but the writing goes this way. See that? It says 1/4. The writing's that way, but the picture's this way. I don't know if that's an error or if that's just the way they made the stamp. Definitely different, isn't it? If you know, by all means, leave it in a comment. Just a 1/4. I don't know how they got 1/4 of cents back in them days. I don't know. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing you these few. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more of wherever we travel. Alright, bye-bye now. Okay, here we are today visiting some of the old United Nations postage stamps. Okay, we have this one here. Kind of neat, huh? R-S-A-R-Y. Did you see that? Conversion on. Now you get to see it, and then you get to see the extra letters that are all on there, stamped on top. Well, that's something different. I wonder what was going on there. Okay, then we have this one here. This one you see quite often. And a 4-cent green. Look at this 3D. 3C. Security console. Alright, then we have some of the more common ones. Some are in plastic and everything for good keeping. So we have that. In plastic, 4C. And a 5C, the same picture. Same picture as 11. And we get into a 5. And we have another 11. Well, these are kind of like the first one I showed you that had extra letters on it. Especially this one here because it's a 5C, but this is exactly what it is without the extra printing. Because see, you have this one 5C, and then the other one here had the extra writing. So there's a little difference there. Kind of neat to have both of them. And this one, that's 11. And another 5. Oh, what's the difference between... Oh, guess not. One happens to be 11 and the other one happens to be 5. Just like in here, we have a 5 and an 11. The same thing. And these two are the same. Just different amounts. One's a 3 and one's a 4. Birdie feeding its young. Oh. And there's a 13. Excuse me, I have a cold. Then we have a 4 in blue. That same picture in orange for 7. Then we have a 4 and an 11. One in blue, one in green. And here we have 1 and 4 and 1 and 11 being purple and red. And this one's 11. Oh, and there's the other one that kind of goes with that one here. So there's a 4 and an 11. A lot of 4s and 11. Or 5s and 11. Okay, these two are the same. Oh, a 5 and a 15. One's in blue, one's in brown. These are all put in their plastic little containers for beautiful keeping. We have a 4 and an 11. So you see it's in excellent condition. All these on this page are not used. Okay, we have a 4 and 11 here too. 1 in blue, 1 in green. All in nice safekeeping. So this whole page is all nicely kept except for that first one. The rest are all in plastic for super years of perfect safekeeping. Let's put it that way. There you go. Alright, hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more stamps from around the world. Alright, bye-bye now. Okay, today we're visiting South Africa. And this is the Union of South Africa. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Now this had to go through a double printing, one for the blue and white, and one for the black and white. So that's quite an interesting one. This one I haven't seen before. A lot of the other ones I've seen before, but this one's really different. Alright. And we got this little 2D here. sailor, navy. And we got this one here, right there. Look at that. Looks like it says 33. Isn't that a nice one? Okay, and you find a few of the regular ones. Look at that one in blue. Found them all kinds of colors. Haven't seen them in blue before. Alright, and then of course this one here. We've seen this one before. We have a few of these here. Look at that. 2.5C. The genie bottle. And we have a 12.5C. Another 12.5C. Seven and a half C corn. 5C flour. A 3C in the bird. And we go up here. Here's a 2.5C. -3, 1-6, and we go up here. Here we have a 2. We have a 1. We have a 1D. A 2D zebra. A 2.5. Whoa, he's hopping all over. That's a rather interesting one right there. It says 1964. Here we have a 20C and a 10C. But I think my most interesting one, of course, is this one here. I really like this one. Don't know why, but it kind of grabs me. Even though this green one is different, I still rather prefer this one. Alright, if you have a favorite, go ahead and leave it in a comment. And by all means, share this beautiful stamp video with others who enjoy looking at old stamps from different countries. It's all part of our history. Alright, bye-bye now. Alright, today we have some PCCP postage stamps from Russia, and we have some CCCP. So let's start with the PCCP. Hey, how do you like that? All mixed up. Alright, now this is back in the days where they didn't have the perforation markings all the way around. It was where you just cut the stamp with the scissors and gave it to the person. So that's a nice old one. Really cool old one. From the 1921 to 1923. That's what that one's from. Okay, and then we go down here to the 1922 to 1928. That one's a 3. And then right down here we have a 5. If you see on there, it says 1923. Okay, and on this one here we have one more way down here. Look at that. This is where you get into the CCCP now. Nice flight. Alright, now we're going to just switch on over here to the next page. These are all the extras. This is 1957, 15, nice deer, 20, $8.30, the buffalo. Another 30. Oh, look at that. This one's a 40. And this one's a 40. And we got some great big ones. This is 1957. These are really super big. Let me zoom that out. Maybe, well, that's the most I can zoom out. These are some really big ones. Here is a 40. Beautifully designed, very colorful. Another 40. This one's got the blues. See, it has to go through two different printings. One for the blue and white, and one for the black and white picture. And there's another 40. Now this one right here says 1946. There's a 60. Look at that, with the star on there and everything. And this one here, A3. And a long 2. See, on top it says 1945. And right here it says 1947 for these. A15. A30. These are in excellent condition. Some used, some not used. I think all of these are used. A30. A45. And here we have some interesting ones. Right here. 40. All diamond shape. A25. And another 25. Alright. Well, the ones that were interesting were up here. I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these all to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more old postage stamps from around the world. Alright now, bye-bye. All right, here we have some beautiful stamps. Look at this. Very nice. And these are Spanish American Union issued postage stamps. I believe from the 1930s. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the architect of that. And just think of all the work that it went into making the plate for the stamp. Unreal. It's beautiful. All right, let me show you all that we have in this collection. Okay, starting with this one right here. This is a 1. See, it says Pro Union. And we have a 2. Notice on top it says Pro Union. And then the beautiful 4 that we showed you at the very beginning. Just beautiful. Okay, and we have a 10 right here. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, now look at this one. It's a 1. Look at the pillars on that. Look at all the design that's in there. Sometimes you have to look beyond just, you know, that it's a 1-cent thing. And look at all the design that's around. Got the lions on the top. It says 1930 right on it. Beautiful. And look at the excellence of the stamp. Unused stamp to top it off. Beautiful condition. Nice. And then here we have a 5. You can see it says Pro Union. And right beside it here, we have a 10. A little bit of that top is showing, but as you can see, it's in perfect condition. Here we have a 15 in blue. Look at that. Pro Union. These are quite a collection, you know, to have some of these Pro Union ones. There's a 20. I'm almost thinking that it got printed that way, having the purple blotches all over it like that. And that might be something that's going to make this one a more valuable stamp. You can see it kind of done that. Well, that's kind of the way the tree is. But you get 2 other spots, and then look how clear it is in the afterwards. Like it took some of the ink and it just spilled over in the printing. So if you know of collectors and everything, go ahead and send this to them and let them decide. It's definitely the ink kind of spilled over. Took some of the ink from the rest of the portrait, the rest of the stamp. So that might be a rather interesting one. Okay, next to the next row here. Oh wow, look at that. That's pretty. Okay, it's a 25-cent. A little bit hard to see. Red is different, kind of blends all right in. And here we have another 25. Maybe if I back it up, they look better. And here we have a 50. Ah, using some more of that purple, but this one's perfect. Okay, then we have a 40. Blues always come out pretty, don't they? Okay, and we have a few more down here. A 20 cent. Nice. A 50 cents. And here a 40 cents. Wow, look at this one. There's a lot there to really look at, huh? Okay. Well, maybe this one be the more interesting one. It really defines the fact that it's 1930 and that it's pro-union. So this may be the perfect one out of this group. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more good old and rare postage stamps from around the world. Share it with others who are stamp collectors or experts. All the great philanthropists. Let them all have it. Alright, bye-bye. Alright. The corner was bent over. Today we're bringing you Spain, España postage stamps. Got that one. It's old. Definitely old. This is from the 1900 to the 1930s. We have this one that's 15. And we have this one here. It's also a 15. Post office kind of marked pretty heavy on that one, huh? And we have another one down here that is also 15. You can see all the details in it. Alright. Of course, we have some more here. Look at these two. This one, a 3. Just in the black and white. And that same picture in a 10. So here we have the two of them. Now we get down into the late 1930s and 40s here. Let's make this a little smaller here. On this one here we have a 20. Underneath it right there we have a 50. How beautiful that is. Have the eagle right there and the whole shield. A very nice one. Then underneath that one, here we have another one, another 50. Alright, so you got 3 of them. All in a row there. And look at this one. A 60 in an orange. And right here we have 2 other ones here, a 25 and a 30. So we have quite a few. So we got 20, 50s, 25, 30s, and 60s. All with the same emblem. Okay, and then we have these here. We have a 5, a 15 in green, 5 was in brown, 15 in green, and a 50. And we have this character here. He's got it's a 20. Very serious look, huh? A 10. and a 5. And these over here are a little bit different. You have a 50. Oh no, these are both 30s. No? Yeah, it's a 30. It's hard to see because the post office marker's right there. So there's a 30, and here's another 30. Two are the same. And then right here we have a 25. And we have a few others here. We have a 5. You notice it says 1946 on it. And look at this one. It's 25. Very different. And another 25. That's a nice one. The metal signs with the Pegasus is a really an important sign when you find them. They're very valuable, the metal signs with the horse like that. Here we have a 15. I think it's different. This one I haven't seen before. And we have 80. This first one here is 1954. Okay, and we have some more here. We have a 50. And we have a 25. (1950 to 1961). 10 cents. Another 10 cents. 85 cents. And 80 cents. And here we have a 1. A 2. And this one. Beautiful. 25, a 30. This is nice. I like this one. Very nice. Have a little crown for the little one too. So cute. And then here we are with the blue. And another one, an 80. Alright, and then another beautiful one right there. A 50. That's a nice stamp. I really like this one. Alright, hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and by all means, share this video with other stamp collectors or people who just want to see some of the old stamps. How different countries made their stamps. Alright, bye-bye now. Okay, here we have with some more old postage stamps from St. Pierre and Miquelon. So let me take you through them all. Okay, first we have this beautiful ship. Isn't that beautiful? And some more sailboats in the water. Very nice. It's from the French colony. And here's another one, 30. Oh, look at this one. Preserved in their plastics. Just like that one there was preserved in a plastic. And this is preserved in a plastic for good keeping. So we have excellent condition. And these are unused. In fact, all the stamps I have in this collection is unused. Alright, and here we have a sports one. Ice hockey. This one here to represent the legal, the balance of legal. Also nicely preserved in there. Little plastic coating. And we have this one here. Aren't they beautiful? It's just nice to see the stamps from different countries. That's what a lot of my videos is, just to show people what other countries have made for stamps in their history. Have birds, some more birds, 6F, 2F, a 1F, and a -50. And then this one here. Rather different looking, isn't it? Okay, then we go down to this little one right here. A little 10 cents. Cute little one. Oops, and over here we have a flower. And this one here, they have a 1951 on it. And this one here is a $10. Look at that. Really nice one, isn't it? Okay, then we get into some of the animals here. Which is a 4F. And we have a 50 cents. These are the more modern ones. 50 cents, 30 cents. All of the same picture, just different colors. And a 3F. And of course some of the regular ones you see all the time. 34F, 3F, 5F, and a 40. Alright. So I guess maybe the beginning of time, which is these right here, are the more popular ones. Alright. Hope you've enjoyed my showing you some of the stamps from there. It's always nice just to look at them. Alright, be sure to sub me now. You never know where we're going to go next. Alright, bye-bye now. Alright, today we're going to bring you some of the stamped stamps that were on postcards and envelopes. The pre-stamped stamps. I think that's the way to say it, right? Alright, this one you could clearly see it was on a postcard. A 2-cent stamp. This one clearly says it's on a postcard. 2 cents. Franklin. And right here we have a 3 cents. That one you can see was on a postcard. And right here we have a 1 cent. That was on a postcard. Had just where the lines went right through it. And then a 1 1/4 cent. I always wonder, how do you get a 1/4 of a cent? How does somebody pay 1 1/4 cent? If you know, go ahead and leave it in a comment. That'd be very interesting. Did they take a penny and cut it in fourths? Did that really work back then? Interesting, huh? History. Okay, then we have a 4 here. That was clearly on a postcard. And a 5. And we zip right on over here to airmail, 6 cents. That was on a postcard. It's so nice to see, you know. Nice. So we have it in red. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd that blue one go? Oh, right down here. Now this one was on an envelope. I remember the envelopes like that. And this one's 7 cents. And he's in blue. And red, 6 cents again. On a postcard, but oh, look at that. The Academy of American Poets. Ah, that's cool. The 25th year. 1934 to 1959. Wow, that's cool. Nice stamping. Alright, and then of course, I'll remember the World Fairs. New York World's Fair. Very famous. Here's one of their postcard stamps. 1964 to 1965, 5-cent stamp. Very famous. Okay, then, oh, the Social Security one. Social Security first came out. And they had a Social Security stamp. How many of the kids today would have never known that there was such a thing, huh? They actually had a Social Security stamp. 4-cent one. It's definitely on a postcard. And we have the 8-cent stamp there. And a 5-cent one. It just pops right out of there. Cool. And the 1-cent Jefferson. Okay, and we have a 4-cent airmail. The Eagle. And look at this one. The 175th anniversary of the U.S. Coast Guard. That was a nice one. Different way for the flag to go. But it sure was a nice one. And that was on postcards. And then, of course, we have our 4-cent ship. Alright, I think this is the most interesting one out of them all. Very interesting. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more. Bye-bye now. Okay, at the auction we found a few of these stamp kind of little albums. So we'll bring them right to you. This happens to be the United States 1971 Special Stamp Mini Album. All put out by the Postal Service, as you can see right there. And of course it talks a little bit about philately, when it was established in 1921. It gives you all this extra. You can just pause the video if you want to read every bit of it. Alright, now let's get to some of the stamps. These are some of the stamps they happen to have in it. 6 cents. Douglas MacArthur. American Wool. The Blood. Missouri. Wildlife Conservation. And this one here, a little bit different. 1961 to 1971. And when we went into the 8-cent stamp there, American Revolution, Bicentennial, and of course, the big space, This was the important one right here. United States in Space. A Decade of Achievement. Look at that. Very nice. Then we have Emily Dickinson. And that one, and then care, drug prevention, historical preservation. Look at these beautiful stamps. Nice set of 4, very nice stamps. Pretty much giving them all to you in a black and white kind of form. A little cream color there. And this one here, the Christmas one. It's funny because I do have the Christmas one where Christmas and the letter 8, you see the outline for it, but it's not in gold as it is now. And then look at that, there's an extra dot of gold in it, which the other ones did not have. So that's kind of different, a little bit different there. Alright, so and this turns around and tells you about each one of the pictures. Here's the one about the space. American painter. American poet. All you need to do is just pause the video, or whichever one you want to read about. Seventeen's the one I have missing here. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend. We have a few more of these little album type folders. Alright, bye-bye now. Alright, here we have the U.S. Postal Service mint set of commemorative stamps for 1976. Okay, this one's 1976. Beautiful. As you can see right there, 1976. Look at that. Got the plane, you got everything. Look at that. And there's the stamps you're going to find in here. Okay. We talk a lot about some of the stamps and everything right here. Okay, let's get in here and see what we got, huh? Alright, starting right there, a set of 3. Let me just take this off here so that you can see them better. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? The Spirit of 76. 3 stamps together like that. Neat. And 1776 to 1976, 13 cents. The year of the 13 cents. And the publisher. And look at this tiny little one. A lot of coins like that, don't I? If you've been watching me, following me, you've seen some of those coins. Nice folder to have. Alexander Graham Bell. And the chemist. Of course, the nurse. She gave her life. And look at these beautiful planes. Commercial aviation. And then a collection would not be complete without the ones of Christmas. I haven't really seen too many of this one. Okay, and let me see, I can take this one right out. A set of 4 Olympics. And then here we have another set of 4 to complete the picture. Look at that. In mint condition. Alright. Extra casing. These are auction finds, so sometimes things come a little apart as they've been packed up and stored and moved around. So that's the complete set. And here, if you want to read parts of them, I'll give you all about it. Just pause the video at whichever one you want to read. No more information. Collect some education on a particular stamp or group of stamps. Commercial aviation. And this one's on the chemist. Benjamin Franklin. Declaration of Independence. The Olympic Games. The nurse. And the one at pastime. Just a Christmas stamp. An activity set stamp. Alright. I hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more whatever we find from the auction. Bye-bye now. Alright, today we're going to bring you some of the stamped stamps that were on postcards and envelopes. The pre-stamped stamps. I think that's the way to say it, right? Alright, this one you could clearly see it was on a postcard. A 2-cent stamp. This one clearly says it's on a postcard. 2 cents. Franklin. And right here we have a 3 cents. That one you can see was on a postcard. And right here we have a 1 cent. That was on a postcard. Had just where the lines went right through it. And then a 1 1/4 cent. I always wonder, how do you get a 1/4 of a cent? How does somebody pay 1 1/4 cent? If you know, go ahead and leave it in a comment. That'd be very interesting. Did they take a penny and cut it in fourths? Did that really work back then? Interesting, huh? History. Okay, then we have a 4 here. That was clearly on a postcard. And a 5. And we zip right on over here to airmail, 6 cents. That was on a postcard. It's so nice to see, you know. Nice. So we have it in red. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd that blue one go? Oh, right down here. Now this one was on an envelope. I remember the envelopes like that. And this one's 7 cents. And he's in blue. And red, 6 cents again. On a postcard. But oh, look at that. The Academy of American Poets. Ah, that's cool. The 25th year. 1934 to 1959. Wow, that's cool. Nice stamping. Alright, and then of course, I'll remember the World Fairs. New York World's Fair. Very famous. Here's one of their postcard stamps. 1964 to 1965, 5-cent stamp. Very famous. Okay, then, oh, the Social Security one. Social Security first came out. And they had a Social Security stamp. How many of the kids today would have never known that there was such a thing, huh? They actually had a Social Security stamp. 4-cent one. It's definitely on a postcard. And we have the 8-cent stamp there. And a 5-cent one. It just pops right out of there. Cool. And the 1-cent Jefferson. Okay, and we have a 4-cent airmail. The Eagle. And look at this one. The 175th anniversary of the U.S. Coast Guard. That was a nice one. Different way for the flag to go. But it sure was a nice one. And that was on postcards. And then, of course, we have a 4-cent ship. Alright, I think this is the most interesting one out of them all. Very interesting. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more. Bye-bye now.